Up early in the morning just to feel the light.
What's up, guys? It's your girl Odette's Cree back in the cut with another video on this lovely quarantined day. Okay, y'all already know from the intro, this is a little bit of cooking with Ali Cree. Okay, I put together a few pescatarian friendly / vegan / vegetarian friendly meals. I got a breakfast option for you guys, and I got 2 lunch options for you guys. So that's just what it is. And how you doing? I just wanted to let y'all know, pop a little quick little cute little intro. Hope you guys enjoy the video, and if you decide to cook this, tag me in your food, sis, and let me see. Alright, so thank you. Let's get into the video. Oh yes, and you see these brows? Get into them. Last video. So the first recipe we're going to focus on making is our breakfast option. And you're going to need some organic chia seeds, good for fiber, keep you regulated, honey. Get some organic honey, cinnamon sugar, nuts of your choice, overnight oats, apples, and some fresh berries. Girl, I got the great value kind because it was on sale. Just get you some berries. After you, of course, wash your apples, because I trust that you guys are washing your fruit. Coronavirus, we don't need it. Go ahead and cut them up. Cut them babies up. Doesn't really matter how you cut them up, because I really wasn't doing it a particular kind of way. I was just slicing, as you can tell. Then you're going to take your berries and put it in a pot on your stove eye on a medium setting, or if you have the numbers, I put mine on a 6. And then you're going to add those apples into the pot with the berries. Okay, check this. Add some water to that pot, because we about to make it into like a sauce. We're going to make it a saucy, a berry sauce. But you're going to let that simmer for a minute, toss it around, get the beautiful red colors all over the apples, get the apple flavor on the berries and the berries on the apples, and just, give it a good mix for a little minute as it heats up on the stove. So here's a crucial step to making this breakfast. You're gonna add some cornstarch to your mix. Now what this cornstarch is gonna do is it's gonna thicken it up to make it more of a sauce consistency. Now add this little by little, because the more that the berries and the apples heat up and the cornstarch heats up, it gets thick like slowly. So you want to put it in little by little so it's not too thick and lumpy. And voila, after a little simmering and stirring, you get this beautiful thick tart yummy consistency, and it's just super delicious and it's super healthy. And what you can do while it's done and warm in the pot, you can add just some chia seeds for fiber. So boom, get your nuts, put them in a bowl or pot, and crush them things up, okay? Add your overnights in with the crushed nuts. They don't have to be all the way crushed, by the way. That takes entirely too much time, unless you get like a food processor or something like that. But put just some honey in there with the oats in the nuts. Put hella cinnamon sugar in there, because baby, it's gonna be so good, okay? It's gonna be delish. So as you can see, I added a little olive oil to the mix just to, make sure it cooks well. And I spread the oats and the nut mix on top of the berries in a oven safe pan dish. And I sprinkled even more chia seeds on top, because y'all, when I tell y'all chia seeds is good for you, it's good for you. We're trying to make this healthy, okay? Get into it. And I popped that in the oven for a little bit, let it crisp over, and here it is in a bowl. I added some Greek yogurt and of course more chia seeds. So I will post all of the ingredients needed in the description box for all of the recipes down below, so make sure you check that. But this recipe is a vegan roast. Y'all, it's so delicious. I made it like 3 or 4 times already. But basically right now I'm putting my baby russet potatoes into a pot. And I rinse them off, and then I fill the pot up with water level to the potatoes. It doesn't need to be way over the potatoes or below the potatoes. The water needs to be right level-eyed with the potatoes so that they can cook really well. So while your potatoes are cooking, you're going to wash off 2 zucchinis, and you're going to lay them on the cutting board and slice them up into really thin pieces. Can't talk. Cut them up into thin pieces. Now for this meal, you're going to need a baking tin or a roasting dish, and basically I just put all of my zucchini and layer it at the bottom of this baking dish. I typically add tomatoes and orange and red bell peppers, but you can add any kind of vegetable that you feel would taste really good roasted, because it's all gonna blend together really well, and it's just gonna be a nice, healthy, lightly crunched but sauteed yum dish, honey. What you see me chopping up and spreading on my roast dish is parsley and rosemary, and I just chop it up together and sprinkle it on top. And also you can add a little garlic. I love garlic. Garlic makes everything pop to me. And I just put some in my dish and I spread it around and make sure that I get it on every piece of vegetable on the dish, okay? Then I do a little seasoning with salt and pepper, and you can season with whatever you choose to. And then I put a little olive oil on top because we're going to pop it in the oven, and it just helps it cook really well. Now you can use whatever kind of vegan sausage you want, but I typically use Morningstar because I really love the taste that it tastes like. And I put them on top. And then I put the parboiled potatoes on top. Now the potatoes and the vegan sausage are going to be your bulk of this meal. It's your starches that's going to help fill you up. So, you know, you're not just eating a salad, basically. Then I pop that in a preheated oven of 350 degrees, and then I leave it in for like 10 to 15 minutes, and it's basically done. This next recipe I usually make when I'm meal prepping for the whole entire week, and this is more so for my pescatarian babies out there. So what you're gonna need is 2 packs of Brussels sprouts, rice, salmon, vegan butter, sweet potatoes. You're gonna need lemon, garlic, butter, and cinnamon sugar. The first step that we do is peel our sweet potatoes and we wash them off. Now, I'm not going to show the whole process of how to cook the sweet potatoes because we kind of already went through it with the potatoes that we cooked earlier in the previous meal. But basically, you're just going to chop them up, and then you're going to fill up the pot level to the potatoes and parboil them. So while we're boiling our potatoes, we're gonna make a mix that goes over our salmon, so our salmon won't be dry as freak, okay? So basically we're gonna cut open a lemon and squeeze out the juices into a microwavable dish. Now I forgot to tell you what I did before I put the lemon juice in there, but basically I just put butter in the cup and I microwaved it, and so when I took it out I mixed the lemon juice with the butter, and then as you can see there, I'm taking some minced garlic and putting that in the cup with the butter and the lemon juice as well, and I just mixed that up because that's just gonna be the little join that we put on our salmon, you feel me? And basically I season my salmon with lemon pepper because it's so good. And I put lemon pepper seasoning, seasoned salt, and a little bit of Old Bay seasoning on top of that lemon juice, butter, and garlic. Honey. Stop playing. So while your salmon is over there marinating or whatever, your sweet potatoes should be done. And basically I'm just, you see, obviously pouring my potatoes and draining all of the water out. Now, I transfer the potatoes back into the pot that I cooked them in, and I use a potato masher to mash up the sweet potatoes because we don't want like the full potatoes. Then add vegan butter. I add a lot because I love butter and I want my potatoes to be really sweet. And then I add cinnamon, regular ground cinnamon, and then I also add cinnamon sugar and brown sugar into my potatoes. You don't really have to add all of that. You could just stick to the regular cinnamon and the butter. But like I said, I like mine sweet. So sweet potatoes are done. We're gonna pop our salmon in the oven for a little minute, and then we're gonna move on to our Brussels sprouts. I put oil, salt, and pepper on there. That is it. This is just the microwavable Brussels sprouts, and they're pretty much done on it, like in minutes, seconds. And that's pretty much it for this meal. I put my food in different containers for the meal prep. So altogether, baby, you got some salmon, some Brussels sprouts, and some good old homemade southern old-fashioned sweet potatoes that were bomb as freak. And I ended up cooking the rice that I showed you guys in the beginning the next day because I ran out of the Brussels sprouts because it wasn't that many. But you can add rice to this meal and make like a full 4-course if you want to. That's pretty much it on this series of Cooking with Allie. Let me know if you want to see some more recipes because I definitely have some more, or some tips on meal prep and what I eat in a day. Thanks for watching, my babies. Like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.